A, B, C, F. That's perfect. I don't like using I only like going A through. I don't. There's no point in the D tier because there's just no point. All right, man. We're gonna do this. We're gonna start this up. So it's gonna be It's gonna be a week 4. Yeah, we're going to week 4. So week 4 power ranking. All 32 teams. Next week is gonna be different, mate. Whatever. All right, you get the point. I'm gonna do it by divisions first. So based off of, and I'm gonna just do right now. So the Bengals first. So it's gonna be the AFC North. I'm gonna just start with the AFC North. The Bengals, I'll put them at C tier. I think the Bengals aren't good. I think people. I wish I had made this before the season started because I was telling the homies about the Bengals, man. Like, bro, people need to understand that a team is more than just a quarterback, fool. Everybody saw the Bengals and they said that they were the second best team in the AFC North and that they were this and they were that because they only wanted to acknowledge that the Bengals had Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, which 2 great players, and T. Higgins. They lost their running back. I don't know. Chase, I got their running back in fantasy. That Chase Brown dude. Like, the third receiver, I just found out how to pronounce his name this weekend, and I already forgot. They don't have no tight ends. Like, the O-line is expensive and underperforming. The defense, they completely gutted that secondary. They got a bunch of backup caliber dudes out there. Like, Cam Taylor-Britt keep getting burned and all that, you know what I'm saying, popping up in the media for talking and getting burned. He was a safety. Like, they converted him to corner. Like, that's the quality of corners they have right now. It's quality of DBs they have right now. They for sure missing Jesse Bates. So, I mean, but whatever. Bengals C tier. Steelers, I put us A tier. I think we're A tier and yeah, I'm a Steelers fan. I think Steelers A tier because I think we got one of, if not the best defense in the league. If you want to name another team, I don't really know who. But maybe you got a team in mind that maybe I'll come across a team that I think might have a better defense. But one of, if not the best defense in the league, I think the O-line is playing way better than people anticipated. It's a lot of young, unproven dudes, so these dudes might just be better than people gave them credit for, like the center, Dan Moore, who sucked his whole career. Now he's one of the best left tackles as far as Pro Football Focus. So the line playing better than people thought. The defense, like I said, is one of the best, if not the best defense in the league. George Pickens looked like a real number 1 receiver. Pat Freiermuth is getting the ball thrown to him again. The running game is working. So it's not the best roster, but I think because it's the best, I think it's the best defense, if not the best, whatever. Great defense, great head coach. And then I think I want to say like how do I describe the offense? An underrated offense. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the offense is great, but I think the offense is good enough for me to put them at A tier. But next team, I guess, Ravens. I'll put the Ravens at I'll put them at A tier above us. Just because I don't think the defense is great anymore, but I think the defense is good. I don't like their pass rush situation. They need edge rushers. You know what I'm saying? And Jadeveon Clowney sucks, but man, like, you probably should have kept, bro, because I don't think they have him anymore. And if they do, he hasn't done anything. So I don't know. But they're edge guys. I think it's Odafe Owe, and I don't know who the other dude if it's not a Clowney. I mean, you need edge rushers. I'm going to be real, bro. You need edge rushers. I think the cornerbacks, Nate Wiggins is young. He's not Sauce Gardner. Like, he's not just some snatch him out of college and throw him out there and he's going to look like the best guy in the league. So the secondary in Baltimore, I think, the secondary is going to get way better when the season progresses. I think right now it's okay. I think the front seven is a mid. I was about to say ass. People take me using the word ass way too literally and think every time I call something ass, I mean it's the worst thing ever. It's not. It's mediocre front seven. The O-line is underperforming crazily. And I think they are in need of a wide receiver. One, I think the best weapon on their team right now is Isaiah Likely. Maybe Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had a good game. He finally bounced back. He looked like dog shit against the Chiefs. And I think he's going to look like that against every other great defense that they play. Because Derrick Henry is kind of one-dimensional for the type of running back he is. You can't use him in too many ways, you know what I'm saying? But they showed that they committed to using him how he's supposed to be used, lining up under center, putting the fullback in front of him and just running it down the middle, sometimes tossing it to him and stuff like that. But Derrick Henry, great, though, still, I guess. Isaiah Likely, like I said, I think he's the best weapon on the team, though. And he's the backup tight end still. They still wasting our time with Mark Andrews. Zay Flowers, I don't believe Zay Flowers is a real number one. Every big game, Zay Flowers does something stupid, bro. Let's just call a spade a spade. He good at making guys miss. I like Zay Flowers in the open field. I like Zay Flowers downfield. I like Zay Flowers in general. But is something he always doing some boneheaded shit like the fucking onside kick. Oh my God, bro. Come on, Zay. And then I don't know how he would fare against a true number one corner like a J.C. Horn or a Sauce Gardner. Even a PS2, like I don't like him on that at that X spot against a real number one. I think y'all need a big body, real number, not a big body, but like really just a true number one. He don't even got to be that big because Tyreek Hill is small, Antonio Brown tall. I mean small. You just need a real number one. I don't think Zay Flowers is that right now. Maybe he will be, but whatever. Ravens, I got him at A tier, and I'm gonna keep putting him behind us because I just realized how ass that there. If our receiver situation is shaky, theirs is shaky because I think GP is better than Zay Flowers, and their number two is Rashad Bateman, who has no difference between him and Van Jefferson. Like both of them aren't that good. So, and then but they do got an elite quarterback. I didn't even mention Lamar. But I can't put him S tier because the O-line is playing so bad and the defense is playing so mid. Last team in the AFC North is the Cleveland Shitties. I'm putting them at F tier. Why am I putting them at F tier? Because the defense is a little overrated. I think the defense is good, not great. Because I think the defense has one great player, one very good player, some good players. That don't make a great defense. I need multiple great players. And I think Denzel Ward is very good. I don't think Denzel Ward is like great. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Myles Garrett is obviously a Hall of Famer, but yeah, so that defense to me ain't all that. I think it's good. I think it's not great. The offense, their quarterback might be the worst quarterback in football. Let's just call a spade a spade. Nick Chubb ain't there. Amari Cooper is clearly not what he used to be. He's not bad either. We'd take him in Pittsburgh, but he'd be a number two in Pittsburgh. They got Jerry Jeudy. Like, what is that? I don't even understand what they're trying to do in Cleveland. Can I put them at F tier? I might move them up. I'm gonna see what else is at F tier. But that was the AFC North. Now we're looking at the AFC East. The New England Patriots. I want to put them at F. I don't like the fact that they don't got the full picture, man. But whatever. I want to put them in F tier. They beat the Bungles, dog. The Bungles I want to put in F tier. But I don't. But I got too much respect for Burrow and Chase to do that. Jacoby Brissett. Has Polk really been doing anything? Like, what has these... Like, they got a lot of unproven names on that offense, man. And then the defense, man, like... I don't know. They got They got Duggar. They got Gonzalez. Because I don't want to just make it about the roster, but, like, what have y'all done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. Shoot. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. I know they just got blitzed. Didn't they just get blitzed? Yeah, the Jets beat the dog shit out of them. So they weren't competitive at all against the Jets, but they were against the Seahawks and the Bengals. That's not the worst way to be 1 and 2. I can't realistically put them at. I'm gonna leave them there. I'm gonna come back to it. I might move them up. Who's next from the AFC East? You got the Jets. Where's the Bills? Oh, the Bills right here. Bills S tier. if nothing else, dog, this is like a power rankings. I don't see them really staying S tier, but they got they got a top 3 quarterback, top 2, depending on how you feel. I got it. Mahomes. Last year I had it Mahomes 1, Lamar 2, Josh Allen 3. This year right now it's Mahomes 1, Josh Allen 2, Lamar 3 for me. So I got a top 2 quarterback. That goes a long way. I can't even name some of these dudes, dog. Everybody thought Keon Coleman was a lock to be a draft bust. Like, nobody believed in pretty much anything that the Bills had going on this year, man. And so for them to be not only beating these teams, but to be dogging them now, the thing with these teams, though, man, you got to kind of taper what they've been doing, because the Dolphins are the best team that they played. However, the Dolphins cannot fuck with these dudes, bro. They cannot. Mike McDaniel always gets outcoached by Sean McDermott. Josh Allen, I checked his stats against the Dolphins a little while ago. Josh Allen, his averages against the Dolphins, he averages an MVP season against the Dolphins. He has like 3,500 yards, like 37 touchdowns to like 10 picks in like 12 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's only lost to the Dolphins twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's dominating that Dolphins shit. Then they played the Cardinals, who I think are a little bit better than people thought they were going to be, but I don't think that's a good team at all. I think the offense has some very good players on it, and I think that's it. And then they beat who did they beat? The Panthers. Worst team in the league, right? Didn't they beat the Panthers? No, they beat Dolphins, Cardinals. Was it the Panthers? Hell no, I would have remembered that. Let me just check before I waste too much time. Oh, the Jaguars. Panthers was their last preseason game. Okay, whatever. Yeah, the Jaguars. Jaguars suck. So yeah, they beat a terrible team. I'm gonna just call it a mediocre to damn near bad football team. That, like I said, they could end up being better than people thought, but right now they still the Cardinals. And then they beat a good team that they just cannot fuck with them. But I'm keeping them at S tier. Speaking of this good team that can't fuck with them, I'm putting the Dolphins at C tier. That defense is not right. It'll probably never get right, man. I hold firm on this. I didn't really mention head coaches with everybody else. Mike McDaniels to me is a coordinator, right? Like, I think he real talented as far as calling plays for the offense. I think he sells the fuck out of the Dolphins situationally, man. Like, fourth quarter, close games, I'm seeing dude, he fuck around, bro. He'll fuck around and run the ball on second and 11. You know what I'm saying? With 30 seconds left. Like, he just does random stupid shit sometimes where it's like, what are you doing? But I think he a solid play caller. It's just situationally, like, some dudes are just coordinators. And then the attitude of the team in general, like, it screams they're being led by a coordinator. It screams that they don't have a leader, really. And the defense is ass. Like, just gonna keep it above. The defense is hot trash. I think the weapons is great. You know what I'm saying? You got Tyreek, you got Waddle, you got Achane. I think Mostert ain't hurt yet. But a shitty defense. I think you got weapons, and now your quarterback is completely destroyed. Which, do I move them down to F tier? I don't think so. I think they roster is better than no, because to me, kind of the same logic applies with the Browns defense, where it's like you have a Hall of Famer, you have a very good, not great player, Waddle, another very good, not great player, Devin Achane. Then you got a lot of solid to good around them, but that don't make a great offense, and that don't make a great defense. So I'm put the Patriots behind both of them. Right now, I might move them up. I don't know. I might not. They gonna stay there. But yeah, the Dolphins, I'm putting them at the top of F tier. Sorry, because their quarterback is destroyed. Now you got Skylar Thompson. Like, how can I not do that with Skylar Thompson and a shitty defense? Like, come on. I might move them down. But last team of the AFC East, the Jets. I'll put the Jets at the top of A tier. Really, the only thing I want to see with the Jets, man, is like They was swearing to God by that defense, man. I want to see a little bit more from that defense, man. Y'all beat the shit out of the dookie ass Patriots, but then when y'all played a good offense, they completely bent y'all over and stuck it in y'all hindquarters. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, hell no. 32 to the Niners, and then y'all gave up how much to Will Levis? Y'all gave up 17 to Will Levis. I mean, I don't know. Y'all played Will Levis and y'all played Jacoby Brissett and look good. So the defense, I think, got to show me a lot. But so far, I don't even like putting him at A. I'm not putting him above us. I'm sorry. I'm not putting him above us or the Ravens. Because I think Aaron Rodgers is good right now. I don't think he's showing that he's prime Aaron Rodgers yet. And if he's not prime Aaron Rodgers, like, they got weapons, though. They got Mike Williams and Garrett Wilson, who I think are two very good receivers. I don't think they great. They got Breece Hall, who we can call him great. And then they got an O-line that's – how do Jets fans feel about that O-line? That's what I want to know. And then I think a good, not great defense. So, yeah, I'm going to lead him at A for now. I think that's the whole AFC East. Next up, we got the NFC South. The Saints fell back down to earth after playing the Eagles. They completely destroyed the Cowboys and the Panthers. I'm not going to just shit on them. Like, every team deserves to have an off week. They played a good team and they barely lost. The thing, though, about the Saints, I think Derek Carr, I think people completely went overboard with how they talked about Derek Carr last year. His numbers last year were dumb solid. And that's what really just not much to work with. Like, let's be real. Like, you got Chris Olave and then you got Alvin Kamara. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's solid. But who's that young dude that's been stepping up for them? I don't remember dude's name. What's his name? The fast guy. What's his name? What's his name? Rashid Shaheed. He didn't do anything in that last game, by the way. Yeah, he didn't even do anything in that last game. That's probably why they lost. Yeah, because he destroyed Dallas. He destroyed Dallas and he destroyed Carolina. Yeah, this Shaheed dude. I like Shaheed. I like Olave. Kamara, now you working with something, you feel me? And then you got a power back, Jamal Williams, behind Kamara. You working with something on offense. And then on defense, they got Paulson Adebo, they got Tyrann Mathieu, they got Demario Davis. They got a lot of good players on defense and some young players, Brian Brees, Marshawn Lattimore, another really good player. Yeah, they got a lot of good players on defense. Chase Young is complete trash can, but that's why I'm putting him at the bottom of A tier. Maybe I might move him down just because I don't really see any elite players on that team. You know what I'm saying? Paulson Adebo, I think, was elite last year, wasn't he? Didn't he have like some breakout year last year? Demario Davis, kind of like, you know, Hall of Fame level old nigga linebacker, you know what I'm saying? But like, they don't really have no like tip of the iceberg players, whereas the Jets got a Sauce Gardner, the Steelers got a TJ Watt, the Ravens got a Lamar. They don't really have none of that. Let's be real. But I don't want to make that the qualifier. Maybe I do. A tier and up. You know what I'm saying? You got to at least have one elite player. This is a power ranking, so whatever. NFC South. Who else? Where they at? The fuck is the rest of the NFC South? Am I tripping? Oh, the Bucks. Okay, cool. Bucks, they got completely destroyed by the Broncos. That's scary to me. Because I was super high on the Bucks before that. They actually have a great player. Like, so that can't be the qualifier. Because Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer. Still got Levante David. Vita Vea is a great player. Tristan Wirfs is a great player. The roster is great. Baker, I think, is a good quarterback. Good? We want to say good. We'll say good. We fuck with Baker. They don't got Carlton Davis no more. I don't really know what Antoine Whitfield been doing this season. that Broncos game is scary, dog. I'm gonna put him in B tier because you can't get embarrassed by a trash ass team, bro. I'm sorry. I think the Buccaneers might have been the first team this season that got embarrassed by like a legitimately bad football team. I think this is the first time a team has gotten embarrassed by like a factually bad football team. I think. Could be wrong. I forget. They got Godwin too. Godwin still kicking and screaming. I just don't. Is Antoine Winfield hurt or something? He might be hurt because I don't even see him on the box score. And if he is hurt, how long is he out? Because this is a power ranking type of situation. So let me see. Because he didn't play last game, I think. Okay, yeah, so he coming back. So he coming back. All right, so you got a top whatever 3 or 4 safety, top 2, 3, whatever. Probably the best safety coming back. That matters. You got a dude named Greg Gaines on your team, like that automatically boosts y'all up. But like, dog, why did y'all have to get destroyed by the Broncos, man? This would have been so cut and dry. This would have been so cut and dry, man. Y'all dropped 40 on the Commanders. Y'all beat the Lions, bro. Like y'all, but even the Lions, when I get to them, like now we really got to speak about Detroit because we penciled them in to a spot that I don't know if they was ready for. But I'm gonna leave the Bucs at B tier. The Panthers. No, we're not even finna talk about the Panthers. They did just win. They just beat the Raiders, didn't they? They just slaughtered the Raiders. Oh my God! All right, I'm gonna put them above. I'm gonna put them above the Patriots, behind the Browns and the Dolphins. Okay. Cause let's be real, Panthers fans. Adam Thielen is 40 years old, bro. Deontay Johnson, I hated the fact that my team traded him away. But come on, fool. Chuba Hubbard, like, come on, fool. What we doing? Elite player though. Y'all got J.C. Horn. Y'all don't even got Jeremy Chin no more. Like, what are we doing? I can't do that. Y'all don't even have Brian Burns no more. Like, y'all got that D tackle. What's his name? That he's a monster. Derek Brown or something like that. I got a monster, but like, what do we do? What does a person even do with, you know, like, what do we do with the Panthers? I don't know. I'm leaving them in F tier. We just gonna stick it right there. We're not even gonna keep on dwelling on them. Was that all the NFC South teams? It was the Panthers, Saints, Bucks. Panthers, Saints, Bucks. Who the other NFC South team? Am I tripping? Who is it? Hold on. I know I'm scrolling over them, or I already did it. Panthers, Saints, Bucks, and the Falcons. Duh. Okay, the Falcons. The Falcons. Okay. Are they better than the Buccaneers? I'm going to say that defense is not nearly as good as people thought they was going to be. I'm going to say Jesse Bates is cold. Justin Simmons is cold. And Matt Judon, bro, look, Falcons fans, let's be real, bro. Is Matt Judon what y'all niggas thought y'all was getting, bro? I don't know, man. Every time I turn on the Falcons game and I see Matt Judon, he's kind of just standing in front of the tackle. He do got 1.5 sacks this season. That's not even impressive. I'm not even gonna lie. That's not bad, but like, yeah, is Matt Judon what y'all dudes thought y'all was gonna get? 3 games in, 1.5 sacks. Can we scale that out? How does that scale out over the rest of the season, right? So he 1.5, I guess, over 3 games. So wait, 1.5. Wait, 1.5. Yeah, per 3 games, I guess 1.5. So what is that? How many games is left? 14. So I guess, and then 14 divided into 3. I'm probably doing this all wrong. It's about 4.5, right? Times. Okay, he on pace to have about 7 sacks, 6 sacks. Maybe my math is completely wrong. Whatever. He's not on pace to be what he was in New England before he got hurt. So Matt Judon ain't. That front 7 is hot trash. If I'm just being real with you. You got Grady Jarrett though. Falcons fans, don't be mad at me. Y'all got Grady Jarrett still. I think they're better than the Bengals though. I think Kirk Cousins is washed, but he had that good game. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What did Kirk do? Okay, he looked like Kirk against the Chiefs. He balled against the Eagles. You feel me? He did ball against the Eagles. Bro, I don't know what to make of Kirk Cousins, man. I don't know. Will he be starting the entire season? Anyways, I'm not finna dwell on the Falcons too long. They got weapons. I don't like that defense, bro. I like Bates, Simmons. I think AJ Terrell is completely in over his skis. I don't like the defense though. I like the weapons. I don't even like the offense like that either. So, because I think Drake London is a bit, and Kyle Pitts are both kind of overrated. I think Bijan Robinson is a superstar in the making, but I got him in fantasy, and he ain't did shit for a nigga in fantasy. Gotta be real. So, that's the rest. That was all of the NFC South. NFC West, 49ers, they are hurt right now, and this is a power rankings. This is a power ranking, yeah. Okay. Let's really evaluate. Javon Hargrave is out for a year. CMC, let's be real, 49ers fans. CMC is out for a year. He's out for the rest of the year. Ayuk is hot trash. He's been hot trash, I should say. Juwan Jennings popped up, though. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to put y'all niggas at B tier. Only because I think Brock Purdy is way better than people give him credit for. I've been in Brock Purdy corner, you know what I'm saying, pretty much since his rookie year. I think Brock Purdy's nice. Kittle's still great. Debo is whatever the fuck that is. Trent Williams is kind of the only guy I can name from that O-line. Nick Bosa. Fred Warner's the best linebacker in the league. Talanoa Hufanga. Ain't he hurt again? Dog, how many games has this nigga played in like the last 2 years? Huh, 49ers fans? Answer me that. Please answer me that. Hunga Funga. How many games have you played in the last 3 years? Because I would venture to say next to none. Every time I see this man's name, he's hurt. Yeah, so since 2022, he's played 11 games. He's played 11 games in the past 2 seasons. He's always hurt. Can't even consider him. And I think he hurt again. Yeah, I give y'all B tier. Cause y'all got Hall of Famers still. Like y'all still got Hall of Fame level players, and y'all got a good, very good quarterback, I should say. I'm gonna give y'all B tier, not A tier. Yeah, nah. What I play so far? Cause this is not just based off the roster, man. We keep forgetting that. Damn, that comeback against the Rams. I just remembered y'all did do that. And y'all let the Vikings dunk on y'all niggas' heads like that. So look, bro. All right. When healthy, y'all are obviously a S tier team. Let's be real. This is the S tier team with Ayuk, with CMC out there, with Hargrave. You know what I'm saying? With all of they chickens in order, they're an S tier team, right? I think Kittle hurt, ain't he? Whatever. The state they're in now, that Rams comeback was saddening. But I'm gonna leave them at B tier for now. Cardinals, I think they are C tier. I think they caught everybody off guard with how they completely who did they destroy when Kyler had the 3 touchdowns and all that? Who did they play? I don't want to say Dallas because I like, you know what I'm saying? I like blaming Dallas for everything, but who did they play? When they put up 41 on the Rams. Okay, yeah, it was the Rams. So the Cardinals offense is like, yeah, it's high. It's clearly high powered, I guess. That defense is trash. Like, we can call a spade a spade. We can call a spade a spade. We like Buda Baker. We like Zaven Collins. Buda Baker's great. They don't have any other the great players. They have one great player. We just, like I said, I'm calling a spade a spade. On offense though, they got Marvin, who after week 1, because he looked like he was a straight bust week 1. Week 2, he looked like the greatest receiver of all time. In week 3, he was good. Kyler is Kyler. You're going to get some grade out of him. You're going to get a couple bad games. I think all of these teams are better than the Cardinals right now. And I think the Cardinals are better than all these teams. That's kind of how I feel about the Cardinals right now. Without delving too much into it, because I think they're on the cusp of it's either between them or it's going to be the Commanders. Or that team that nobody thought was going to be good this season and they end up being great. So it's either them or the Commanders right now. But we can move past the Cardinals. Who else in the West? The Rams. And then who did I do so far? The 49ers, the Cardinals, and the other, where the Seahawks at? Okay, the Rams. The Rams, man. Los Angeles football Rams. That comeback was crazy against the Niners. However, they got completely embarrassed by the Cardinals the week prior. Cooper Kupp is out. Think Puka Nacua is out, right? Ain't both of them dudes out? Where's my dog Puka Nacua doing? Is he coming back this season type shit? Like, what is his situation? Okay, yeah, they saying he might be out until week 9. Yeah, Puka Nacua is not coming back no time soon. Cooper Kupp is always hurt. So, I mean, I shouldn't even Google this, but we're going to do it anyways. Okay, so Puka Nacua is not playing next week. If nothing else. Cooper Kupp's not playing next week, but he may come back, I guess, after the Bears game. As it stands right now, though, because this is a weekly thing, I guess, yeah, no, Cooper Kupp is not – this is not what you want to be right now. You don't want to be without your number 1 and number 2. You don't want to be – I think Matt Stafford is probably the most overrated player in NFL history. The O-line is very shabby. The defense, I'm low-key being generous. I'm not putting them above the Cardinals. I can't. I just can't do that. I can't even put them above the Falcons. I'll put them above the Bengals. The Bungles. I don't know. See that oh my God, bro. The Niners just had to bullshit and let these dudes come back like that. Cause if the Niners didn't do that, they would be 0-3 right now. And this would have been so easy to do. Cause they was getting beat the fuck up by the Niners. I gotta put them above the Bungles. Cause that Patriots loss, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to evaluate what y'all been. That Patriots loss is inexcusable, Bungles. It's that simple. Y'all lost to the Commanders and the Patriots. Like, these are not. The Commanders are a surprise team, right? Like, they gonna beat some teams that they shouldn't this year. Bro, this is not one of these teams, bro. This is not one of these upper echelon teams as far as, like, a roster full of great players and shit like that, and a couple Hall of Famers and shit like that. And it's like, damn, like no, y'all lost to a team with a rookie quarterback with 1 receiver, 2. I like Luke McCaffrey, but rookie, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did y'all really lose to? They first round pick last year is like on their practice squad right now. Like, what did y'all lose to? So no, I'm not giving the Bungles a pass. I like the Rams. To me, have been more impressive this season. Just because they lost to the Lions and they lost to the Cardinals. Y'all niggas lost to the Patriots and the Commanders. Like, I can't even. And then they beat the Niners. Y'all have not beaten anybody. So, but them receiver injuries, they did that without them niggas though. They did that. They pulled out the comeback without them niggas. So yeah, shout out to the Rams. I'll put them there. Seahawks, I'm gonna put them. You got DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, K9, JSN. I don't know what he's supposed to be in the NFL. I don't know. Y'all like, I don't know what that is supposed to be, but it's a number 3 right now, and it might stay a number 3, but it's a number 3. But JSN, okay, then y'all got Devin Witherspoon and y'all got Reek Woolen. Do they still got Quandre Diggs? They got, who else they got? What is that front 7 for the Seahawks? Let me see if I can name a guy out of the front 7 off the top of my head before I Google it. So I'm going to type it in and I'm going to see if I can name somebody. What's that nigga name? Jordan something. That's close enough. Let me see. Ah, my God. I can't do that. Yeah. See, they 3-0. This is the nastiest 3-0 you could possibly have. This is a nasty 3-0. And Geno Smith was horrible against the Dolphins. Where's K9 at? Is he hurt? This Charbonnet dude is nice, though. Whatever the fuck his name is. Is he hurt? He must be hurt. I'm guessing he hurt. All right, so is he coming back is the question. It's looking like he on the bubble. It's looking like he's on the bubble of coming back week 4. The offense is loaded, man. The offense has weapons. I wouldn't say a whole line, but weapons. And then the defense, that secondary is nice. What has Boye Mafe been, Seahawks fans? Y'all gonna have to let me know. How y'all feel about dude? Yeah, I don't know about this defense, dog. Like, they've played probably the easiest schedule in the league so far. They have inarguably played the easiest schedule in the league so far. They played 2. Who was the other team they played? I literally was just looking at it. It was the Broncos. Yeah, they played 3 teams that I'm gonna have in the F tier. Because I'm gonna be, spoiler alert, the Broncos are in the F tier. But the Patriots are F tier. The Dolphins are, to me, F tier, especially because they played them with Skylar Thompson. Tua didn't play that game. And then, like I said earlier about the rest of that team, no. I'm not even comfortable putting them up this high. I don't think they're that much, if better at all, than the Falcons had to play. The Steelers, again, spoiler alert, the Chiefs, the best team. I think they the best team in the league. And then who was the other team? And then the Eagles. Like, I can't put them above that. Because I don't think the Seahawks would be more. I don't think the Seahawks would be better than 1-2. I think they would be either 1-2 or 0-3 if they played the Chiefs, Steelers, and the Eagles. Just being real. Like, I can't. So, because Geno Smith played like hot garbage. Like, he has not even been that good this season. So I don't like the Geno shit. I think they got weapons, and I think they have a secondary. But what do they look like in the trenches? Would they get pushed around against the Baltimore? Who knows? But so I'm gonna put them at the top of C tier just out of respect for them being undefeated. Just off the strength of them being undefeated. I'm considering moving the Broncos down. They really fucked up. The Buccaneers down. I have to, because that Broncos loss is inexcusable. I damn near want to move them down to C tier. But we're gonna move on. I think that was the whole NFC West, right? It was the Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals, and the Niners. Yeah, okay, cool. Next, NFC East. NFC North. The Bears. I'm gonna put them near the top of F tier. Cause to me, Bears fans, man, I hate the word cope, but like, if there was ever a definition that needed to be used to describe some Bears fans, it would have to be y'all with y'all reality this season, dog. Y'all have to cope with this. Caleb Williams is one of the worst quarterbacks in the league right now. Will he get better? I don't give a fuck. That ain't my quarterback. Right now, as it stands today, he's one of the worst quarterbacks in football. He has been horrible this year. Horrible. Not just bad. He's been horrible. There's another quarterback. There's a couple more quarterbacks that we haven't talked about that have been worse than him. Bryce Young got benched, so we couldn't talk about him. He's been just as bad as the rest of them dudes. Caleb Williams has been horrible this year. DeAndre Swift has been horrible this year. Keenan Allen has been average Keenan Allen and hurt this year. Rome and DJ Moore showing that they are who we think they are, but their quarterback sucks. The O-line, Bears fans been blaming the O-line since week one. Even when they beat the Titans, O-line sucks. Okay, so y'all O-line sucks as well. So your O-line sucks. Keenan Allen is, I don't know. I'm not even finna talk about him no more. DeAndre Swift is ass. So and then, like I said, the quarterback is ass. Then you flip over to the defense, and I can't put them higher than F tier. I'm sorry. I can't. I think the Bengals will beat them. I think all of these teams will beat them. I think it took a special kind of ass to lose to the Bears this season. At this point in the season, I should say. That's just me being brutally honest. That's me being honest, though. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there with the Bears. Who was the other team? We got the Packers. Or Packers. Packers. Now the Packers, we have to remember what's going on. They have played the two worst quarterbacks in the NFL this season. Now I said Caleb was looking like the worst. No. These two are the worst quarterbacks in the league. It's nobody we can even argue. Like, let's all come together and agree that really Anthony Richardson is the worst quarterback in the league. But we acknowledge that he ran a 4.44. We acknowledge also that he's 21 years old, like 22. And we acknowledge that he got a cannon. And he's barely played any football. Will Levis is horrible, though. So Anthony Richardson may get better down the line. This dude is horrible. It don't look like Anthony Richardson going to get better down the line. It look like he just ass. But you never know, right? They got Shane. I'm not even finna. All right, whatever. So the Packers, man, y'all played the two worst quarterbacks in the league. But y'all played them with y'all backup quarterback. Y'all played them with somebody who people thought was the worst quarterback in the league when he was playing. But it is a backup in there, and Jordan Love is not coming back no time soon, I don't believe. So I think he might miss two more games or something like that. As it stands, I think that team is not nearly as good as people thought they were going to be. I think that defense is kind of shaky. Like I said, they got bailed out by playing two trash can quarterbacks. But that Eagles game kind of showed, you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of showed that if they were to play like an offense with stability, I should say, and an identity, that they could get pushed around. I think them weapons it's still too early to tell with them. I still don't know who the best receiver is out of them dudes. It's looking like Jaden Reed. I'm mad I didn't get him in fantasy. I thought it was Wicks. Okay, can't blame me. I thought it was Dontavian Wicks. We all know it ain't Christian Watson. Whoever the fuck it is, it ain't Christian Watson. Josh Jacobs has been a good running back. He did have that one fumble on the goal line, but it didn't lose y'all the game or nothing. I just think that I gotta put y'all at the bottom of C tier. Maybe above the Bungles. But again, if the Bungles played the Titans and the Colts, I think they'd beat them. I think. But I don't know, because that Patriots loss was kind of embarrassing. But to me, there's not much that can make the Patriots become one of these teams. Like, I think when it's a team, not a franchise, but a team that has like an identity for each side of the ball, for like an understanding of this is what we're trying to do, as opposed to teams where it's like, Well, man, we just trying to see if our quarterback's good. Like, the Patriots weren't trying to see if Jacoby Brissett was good. They're not calling plays to make Jacoby Brissett look like this or that. Nothing. There was no agenda besides winning that game. That plays into a team's favor when you talk about preparedness compared to, playing a team that may be unprepared, whether they're better or not. You know what I'm saying? And they came in prepared. These teams will never be prepared during the season. This season, just if you a fan of these two teams, punt the season into the stands. It's never coming back. It's over. I'm sorry. But the Packers, I'm gonna put them above the Bengals just because they have won a game. Now, they won 2 and they've been against awful teams, but I'm going to put them above the Bengals just because the Bengals are 0-3. Like, I can't not acknowledge that. And I got teams in F tier with wins. And I got a team that they beat. That beat them in F tier. Not the Cowboys. I'm tripping. We still in the NFC East. NFC North. Who the other team? It's the Bears, Packers, Vikings. Look, man. Above them, obviously. We have to be honest, man. Above them. I got the Vikings. I got them right there. I got to be real, man. People saying Sam Darnold the MVP of the league, man. Look, hold up, fool. We got to really think about this. You want to talk about beating teams? Look, man. The only thing I question with the Vikings is just some of them players on defense, man. Like, but it's working. Like, I don't know, man. It's working. Who are these dudes? I don't even know. Byron Murphy, I could have sworn he was ass. Cardinals fans, right? Stephon Gilmore's 40 years old. Shaq Griffin, they have a patchwork secondary with revolving around Harrison Smith. Hall of Famer, though. Andrew Van Ginkles. Like, this ain't what it looked. I don't know. Even the offense, because Addison is out. How long is Addison out? Where is he at? Is he coming back? Please say he's coming back so I can just put him in at the top of A tier and not think about this. When is Addison coming back? Okay, he came back to practice today. So he may play next week, he may not. So he's on his way back. If nothing else, he's on his way back. Addison's on his way back. Aaron Jones is looking like the Packers 1,000% should have kept him. I'm gonna lead them. They beaten better teams than the Steelers. I gotta be real. They beaten better teams than the Steelers. I don't think. Yeah, they got some weapons. I think Sam Darnold is better than Justin Fields, at least right now. Defensively, it's a lot of what the fuck is even out there. I'm gonna be real with you. But Brian Flores, he's turning water into wine, apparently. If you ask Brock Purdy, he's turning water into wine out there. So, I don't know, man. We're going to leave him here. And we not even going to think about it no more. And then who's the other team from the NFC North? It's the Vikings, the Packers, the Bears, and Lions. Where the Lions at? Lions. Look, man, I'm going to be real with y'all Lions fans. Jared Goff is Jared Goff. Jared Goff is Jared Goff. This cornerback situation, y'all got Carlton Davis, right? Look, the DBs is Jared Goff. Y'all have Jared Goff, bro. Let me see. I want to evaluate who y'all play. Y'all beat the Cardinals, which is I have them at C tier. Y'all lost to the Buccaneers, which I have them at B tier. Y'all beat the Rams, which I have. So y'all beat two teams I got in C tier. And barely beat them. To the point to where y'all shouldn't even beat the Rams. I'm going to be real with y'all. Y'all low-key shouldn't even beat the Rams. So, if we being real in Yeah. I mean, Jared Goff, dog. I don't like this. I don't really like the Lions right now, man. I ain't gonna lie. Jared Goff got 3 touchdowns to 4 interceptions right now. He got 3 touchdowns to 4 picks. So Jared Goff has been bad this year. Like, just he's been bad. It's okay. He hasn't been the worst. Whatever. He's been bad this year. We gotta acknowledge Goof's been bad. Aiden Hutchinson's a superstar. That's fine. What's the linebacker name? Jack Campbell or something like that? He got one of them old 1970 Steeler linebacker names. We like Jack Campbell. We like Brian Branch. I hope to God he not hurt again. Y'all got Terrion Arnold, right? Y'all got some youngins. I think the defense is like a couple years away from being what people thought it probably was going to be coming into this season. The offense, I mean, the O-line is the O-line. Y'all got that O-line. Y'all got Amon-Ra. Gibbs, man. I got Gibbs in fantasy, bro. Y'all want me to be 100 with y'all about Jahmyr Gibbs, bro? I honestly am starting to feel like I was wrong about Jahmyr Gibbs. I thought Jahmyr Gibbs was like, you feel me, Jesus in gym shoes, man. But I'm gonna be real, man. Having this nigga in fantasy, bro, it's a lot of up and down with Jahmyr Gibbs, man. We just being real. There's a lot of up and downs with Jahmyr Gibbs. I need touchdowns. But Jahmyr Gibbs and what the fuck is that nigga name? David Montgomery. Like, the weapons are solid. I don't think the weapons are as crazy as I thought they was gonna be this year. I think Jameson Williams still can't catch, but he did have them big ass plays against the Rams. I don't want to dwell on lines. I got y'all at the top of B tier, bro. That's not disrespectful. That's low. At this point, I feel like I'm low-key having y'all higher than y'all should be. And that's the end of the NFC North. NFC East. Dallas, right? Dallas, man. Shout out to Dallas, bro. Shout out to Dallas, the Dallas football Cowboys, man. The Dallas Cowboys. What about them, man? They got him. They embarrassed the Cleveland Browns, right? Who we know we have them at F tier for a reason. They got embarrassed by the Ravens. They almost fought back, but that to me that didn't do much for the Rams rankings. Not gonna do much for y'all ranking. An almost win. It's not. And then who was the other team they played? It was. Let me look at these logos. I should remember. So they lost to the Ravens just now. Who did they play? I ain't playing none of these teams I'm looking at. We're gonna check. I don't want to be here all day. Thought I could remember. They get a Giants game. They get a little free win. Yeah, they got embarrassed by the Saints. I remember that. Okay, yeah. We all remember that, matter of fact. Not just me. We all remember. They got completely dismantled. And that's the reason why the Saints is even at A tier, right? It ain't for beating the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? So you got completely destroyed by an A tier team, completely destroyed by pretty much 2 A tier teams. And then y'all destroyed. I'm putting y'all at the bottom of C tier and be happy with it. Hey, I gotta be real. I'm lying. They the top of F tier. I'm just thinking about the games, bro. Look, CeeDee Lamb, y'all want to act like that nigga the best receiver of all time? That's fine. I don't like how many times this nigga drops the ball when I turn on the TV. I don't like that. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. I don't like CeeDee Lamb dropping the football all the time. But like I said, maybe it's just me. I don't like any of those running backs. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like watching Tyler Smith try and block whatever the fuck the Ravens had going on. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like. Not Tyler Smith. Who was that left tackle? That rookie left tackle? Because I want him. Whoever that nigga name is, that big ass dude. Who was the Cowboys left tackle? Because he was big and he ran like a 4.5 40. He was a freak athlete. So let me actually look that up. I'm gonna look it up on my phone real quick. Cause I wanted bro in the Steelers uniform. I'm gonna be real with you. The rookie dude. My phone finna die. Tyler Guyton. I said Smith. Guyton, whatever. Yeah, Tyler Guyton. Whatever though. top of F tier, you got to be real with yourselves, Cowboys fans. Micah Parsons, if Matt Stafford's the most overrated offensive player in the league, he's the most overrated defensive player in the league. And I say this every time when I say that, he's not overrated because he's not good as much as just like, for what they ask of him, he's not that. He's not that. Like, he can get numbers on that edge, bro, but he's a fucking 235 pound, 240 pound linebacker. Why do y'all have him handing the dirt all game? He like 6'3", 240, bro. Move this nigga around. Put him in the middle and shoot him towards the line. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, they don't do anything with him. If they were to be more creative with the way they use Micah Parsons, especially considering the fact that defense is hot ass, I'll probably put him up higher. I'll probably start calling Micah Parsons overrated if he got a more creative defensive coordinator. Till then, F tier team. Eagles. Okay, let's see. They beat the Falcons. No, they lost to the Falcons, actually. I think this is another situation where I think they have a coordinator at head coach. I think this is a team with a coordinator at head coach. I said that about the Dolphins. I think that's the case with the Eagles too. They beat the Falcons. Who else did they play? They beat the Saints. And then who else did they play? Let me check. Instead of wasting time. Because I should remember that, right? It was the Falcons, the Saints, and then it was... Let me check. Fuck it. It's taking too long. Oh, yeah, the Packers. Okay. So the Packers, they beat the Packers, lost to the Falcons, and then they beat the Saints. I'm gonna be real. This is another dude I got in fantasy, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts might be ass, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to tell none of the Eagles homies fans. Jalen Hurts might be hot ass, bro. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just don't know. But AJ Brown's out. Devontae Smith, I hope to God he can even play football still. It's finna be a lot of Jalen Hurts football, man. I don't know if AJ Brown is coming back. It really don't matter. Devontae Smith ain't coming back. We know he ain't coming back right now. That defense, they had, I guess, a good game as far as points and shit. Against the Saints. They brought the Saints back down to earth. But I don't like that secondary at all. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like that secondary at all. I think Quinion, whatever the fuck his name is, Quinion Mitchell or whatever the fuck his name is, he might be their best defensive back. He should be lined up at that number one spot. I don't like Darius Slay where they put him. I don't like what they're asking him to do. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is the funniest football player in the league right now. He needs to take that 8 off so they can stop making that Kobe meme every week with him. He pretty much the defensive back version of Will Levis. I think they're an offensive team, and I don't like the fact that they're an offensive team with a quarterback that's not great or even good. Like, they're pretty much a Lions clone. They're pretty much a clone of the Lions, right? Like, one great player on the D-line, couple, you know what I'm saying, solid young players in secondary, couple old niggas in the secondary. You know what I'm saying, though? I think the Lions' defense is a little bit better than the Eagles. But offensive football teams, and they don't have great quarterbacks, and I don't even know if Jalen Hurts is better than Jared Goff, and Jared Goff sucks. So, at least this year he does. But I do, but they're, and then, all right, so Saquon. We didn't speak about Saquon. Saquon, Goddard. I do think I do think their weapons are a little bit better. Even if you think the Lions' O-line is better, the Eagles still got a good O-line, and I think their weapons are better. But, like I said, they're not all healthy. I'm going to put them above the Lions just because I think Goof might be, if Goof wasn't on the Lions, he would be down here with the rest of these niggas. But I don't think Goof's been horrible this year. But Giants, Let's be real. Is this the worst team in the league? Right? Like, nah, because I think they just won. They beat Cleveland. Right? So I don't want to really spend too much time trying to reorder the worst foot teams in the league, but technically this is a power ranking, so I gotta put them somewhere. And this is all in order from left to right. The Giants, the G-Man. Quarterback sucks. They have one great receiver, and I can't name like five. Kayvon Thibodeau looked like a straight up draft bust. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we just really being real about the Giants, I think, bro, Andy Dalton screwed up everything, bro, because they would have just been right. They would have been right here. All right. I think because they beat the Browns, God, Andy Dalton fucked up everything, bro. What the fuck, Andy? Bro, because if Andy Dalton didn't win that game, bro, what would we really be talking about? You know what I'm saying? God, man. All right, let me think. By the way, I just realized the Ravens only had one win. Yeah, let's be real. But all right, man. We actually do gotta do some dissecting with the Giants. They're probably gonna lose to the Cowboys. They might beat the Cowboys. I'm gonna be real, man. They got embarrassed by the Vikings, but they lost by a field goal to the Commanders. And they beat the Browns, dog. Like, if we being real, yeah, we can lead them right. We can lead them right where they at. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about the Dookie Browns, because they lost to the Ravens. I mean, not the Ravens. They lost to the Cowboys. They got obliterated by the Cowboys. They beat the Jags, but what does that mean? What does beating the Browns mean, though? Yeah, I think the Browns are a better roster, but their quarterback is horrible. I feel like if they played again, the Browns will win. But, like, what is that even saying? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this just because the Giants did beat them. Just because they beat them, and that's the only reason why, literally. Commanders, we gotta get these dudes respect. We gotta give them some respect. Jaden Daniels, going into the draft, I thought there's something not right with this dude. I seen too many clips of him running head first in the D lineman and shit. Then I seen him in the preseason, and he looked like really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause when I seen him in the preseason and I seen like Caleb in the preseason, because those are the only two I paid attention to. I didn't really care about what Drake May and Bo Nix was doing, because like whatever. But because their team sucks so horrible, so bad. Like their teams are so bad it don't matter. But with Jaden Daniels, he was making decisions super quick. And I told the homies this with Caleb Williams, like, bro, like it takes forever with him. And in the preseason, it was still looking like that in college, but it was different because he was launching it 30 yards downfield, and so it didn't matter. Now it's like, bro, like, why is everything still taking forever with you? This dude, though, everything was quick with him. I bought into him in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? I bought in on the Jaden Daniels, you know what I'm saying, bandwagon during the preseason. And, yeah, I mean, I'm cashing in right now. Like, I'm cashing in right now. I think the defense is a little bit better than people thought as far as talent goes. Like, they got Deron Payne and shit. Like, they got some players. But I told the homies this shit also. That Emmanuel Forbes pick over Christian Gonzalez, that's going to haunt them for years. And if you a Redskins fan, you know that's the case. That's going to haunt y'all for years, bro. Because I'm watching Jamar Chase and whoever the fuck just fried at that right side of the field where it'll be the left side for the defense and the right side for the offense. That strong side of the field, though, I'm watching it just get fried. You know what I'm saying? Like that would not happen if you had a great cornerback, let alone an elite one or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? Christian Gonzalez, if nothing else, is a good cornerback. Emmanuel Forbes might be the worst cornerback in football. He's like, you know what I'm saying? So that was a generational fuck up. Like, I don't even know why they took him. And I can technically spend some time on this because we're talking about the Commanders. Bro, he's 138 pounds, man. Like, what the fuck did y'all think was going to happen? Y'all put him in y'all put him in a division with AJ Brown and CeeDee Lamb of all receivers. Y'all put a 135-pound cornerback in their division. Now Malik Neighbors. Yeah, I don't know, Commanders fans. I don't know. That's not my problem. Y'all got John Bapp, whatever the fuck his name is, that dude with the 2 last names. You know what I'm saying? He's nice. Y'all got players though. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Wagner. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all have players, but it's like that pick was horrible. Offensively, y'all got Scary Terry. I like Brian Robinson. Austin Eckler. He got some juice in his legs still. Who would have knew? You know what I'm saying? The Chargers definitely didn't. But I got y'all where y'all at right now. I honestly, you know what? I'll put y'all above the Packers. Because to me, let me see. Let's see. Putting y'all above the Packers. Yeah. Okay, so y'all lost to the Bucks. I'm gonna be real. We spoke about preparedness earlier. I feel like if the Commanders played the Bucks again, I don't think it would go like that. I think that's week 1 rookie quarterback where we have an agenda right now. We need to get him through this game. You know what I'm saying? Like let's all get him through his first week, and then from there we'll see what we need to do. But let's just get some NFL film right now. You know what I'm saying? And not put him in position to make mistakes. All that shit went out the window against the Bengals. I'm telling you right now, if they played y'all again, I'm not saying they'd beat y'all. It wouldn't go like that. I'm putting them above them too. Because to me, I just don't think that game would go how it went. You know what I'm saying? But they did beat the dookie-ass Giants. So they didn't beat any crazy teams. But that shootout, winning that shootout, that says a lot about that offense, man. It says a lot about that offense, man. I'm going to leave them right there, though. I like them a lot, man. I like them a lot. I like the Cardinals a lot. But, yeah. And then who the other team? We did the Cowboys, Eagles, Redskins, and the Giants. Okay, cool. Now we at the AFC West. Broncos, F tier. Let's be real. They just won. Who did they beat the funk out of? I just said it earlier. It was just whoever they was. They just beat them. The Bucks. They beat the funk out of the Bucks. I'm gonna be real though. We gotta be real about the Broncos, right? They lost to the Steelers. They lost to the Seahawks. Those are not bad losses, man. And then, like I said, man, you talk about preparedness and agendas with these teams and where they was at. That Seahawks loss, man, like, it seemed like Sean Payton tried to, you know what I'm saying? Like he approached it as if Bo Nix was Justin Herbert, where Justin Herbert stepped onto the field and seemed to immediately get it from game 1. I think Sean Payton thought it was some of that there, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it was. He's not that. I don't like them weapons. I don't like not much, if anything, about this football team. I think this football team sucks. So, but we're talking about them compared to the other sucky football teams, right? I think the roster, Caleb Williams is kind of fucking this up because he looks so trash, and the Bears roster is so nice on paper. It kind of fucks everything up, man. Like, because I think the Bears have a better roster, and Bo Nix looks trash too, but he just doesn't look as trash as Caleb. You feel me? Like, Caleb looked like horrible. So I'm going to leave the Broncos above him. I'm going to leave the Broncos above all these teams right now. Just because, man, like I said, these are not terrible losses, man. The Seahawks and the Steelers ain't terrible losses. And you lost the Seahawks on the road. It's not terrible losses, man. But the roster fucking sucks. The roster sucks. I gotta be real. That roster is trash. I'm gonna leave them right there. Just because they embarrassed the Buccaneers. Like, they played two good teams, one above average team, and they embarrassed the Buccaneers too. Who else we got? Chiefs. Like I said, spoiler, I think they're the best team in the league. We can give them some time. Like, just because I think they're the best team in the league, I'm not finna be like, we're not gonna talk about them. Like, no, we'll talk about Rashee Rice, super underrated. I don't know how people came to that conclusion that Zay Flowers is better than him. They was acting like Zay Flowers was the best rookie receiver last year or something like that. He wasn't. It was Rashee Rice. Unless I'm missing somebody. Who else was from that class? Because that was from the... Who else from that draft class? Wasn't Puka Nacua? Okay, Puka Nacua is hard because I just remember Puka Nacua was a rookie last year. But let me see. We got Jordan Addison. I like Addison too. Okay, without bringing up out of them two, I say, cause I like Addison a lot too. I like Addison. I don't really like Puka Nacua the way the rest of the world like Puka Nacua. You know what I'm saying? I think Puka Nacua is good. I think his numbers are just insane, though, but I'm not a Puka guy. I'm going to be real with you. I think Rashee Rice is like an actual receiver, but I don't want to say he's better than anybody. I'm going to just say he almost had 1,000 yards last season. Rashee Rice has proven that he's as good as advertised. Travis Kelce, probably the best tight end ever. He's the best tight end ever. It really ain't even no point in even doing that. He the best tight end ever. You got Pacheco's hurt though. Pacheco on IR, but it don't matter, bro. Let's be real, bro. Pacheco is nice. He's not irreplaceable. I said that in the other video. He's not irreplaceable. Who else was it? They got that old line still, especially like the right side of that old line. You know what I'm saying? They got a rookie starting at left tackle. I haven't heard one complaint about him. You know what I'm saying? That right tackle always get away with them false starts. We don't need to talk about the referee situation with the Chiefs, though. Defensively, they got Chris Jones, they got Justin Reed, they got Nick Bolton. They have players all over the place. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? McDuffie. It's the best team in football to me. It just is what it is. And then obviously they got Mahomes. They got a great head coach. I don't think Andy Reid's the best head coach in the league. I think he's one of the rare combinations that exists right now between great head coach and great quarterback, because he's the best head coach out of all the head coaches that coach great quarterbacks right now, right? Like the best quarterbacks in the league right now is Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Lamar, Herbert. Even though Herbert been shaky as fuck, I still think Herbert is a top 5 guy. CJ Stroud, whatever. The usual suspects, right? Like Andy Reid is the consensus better coach than all of them niggas. Is he better than Mike Tomlin or Kyle Shanahan or Sean McVay? His quarterback's better than their quarterbacks. And that's all I want to do with that. I'm not even finna say he's not or he is. But he's better than McDermott and them other dudes and Harbaugh and these other dudes and shit like that. But so they got a Hall of Fame great head coach. They got the quote-unquote best quarterback in the league. No, I'm not going to do that. They got the best quarterback in the league, whatever. They got the best quarterback in the league. They got the quote-unquote best coach in the league. Then they got a great team on both sides of the ball. They got a, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, we gonna be like that with them. The Chiefs are the best team in the league. So that's a spoiler. None of these teams. If you were worried that the Jaguars might end up being at the top of S tier, don't worry. Chiefs gonna be at the top of S tier for the rest of this shit. Chargers, I think that defense is super overrated. I think Herbert injury situation is kind of weird for me because it looked like he might be hurt worse now than he was going into that game. I don't like them receivers, but they are 2-1. But who did they beat? You know, who did the Chargers beat? Who did they beat? Yeah, the Raiders, of course. The Raiders and the Panthers. Okay. Yikes. Okay. They played one good team and lost to that one good team. They played the Raiders and the Panthers and beat them. And their quarterback is, I don't know what's up with that dude. And then, like I said, the defense I think is overrated. The O-line is good, but them tackles look, I can't even say the O-line look overrated because to me, they played the best defense in the league. So I'm not even finna do that to the O-line or anything like that. But that O-line was struggling against Steelers, man. But I'm going to go with good. I think they better than the Seahawks just because I love Justin Herbert, man. I think Justin Herbert's cold. But them receivers are fucking trash, man. Damn. Like I gotta see more Lab McConkey. We gotta see more Lab McConkey. He can change this. I'm gonna put them above the Seahawks, man. I'm sorry, Seahawks fans, but I can't in good faith put them above any of these teams. They're just not. Those weapons are just too trash. You know what I'm saying? Those weapons are just too trash. And if Geno Smith wasn't playing like hot garbage, like maybe I'll put the Seahawks. I'll put the Seahawks above them actually, just because I think the weaponry on the Seahawks is so much better. Even though the Chargers got a good old line, but if the strength of your team is a good old line, if your strength, right, if your best unit, because let's be real, the Chargers' best unit is their old line. Like out of all this, not their receivers obviously, and we're out counting quarterback. It's not the secondary. It's not the front. It's the O-line. And the O-line played against another great line and got completely discombobulated, dismantled, and shitted on. So that knocks you down a few points. The O-line probably would be way better mid-season. Maybe that Steelers-Chargers game will look different mid-season if we play it again. But I'm going to leave the Seahawks above them just because, like I said, they got, I think, a good secondary, and I think they got a great set of weapons. Like, low-key, any quarterback that think they better than Geno Smith try and get traded to the Seahawks. For real, for real. So that's where I got the Chargers at. Raiders F tier. Are they bottom of F tier? They beat the Ravens, but they're the Raiders, you know? They got Devontae Adams and Brock Bowers, right? They got pretty much a top 10 receiver and like was looking like a top 3 tight end. Quarterback sucks. Corners suck. A lot of this team is ass, man. But I'm going to put them above pretty much all of them just off that Ravens win. Just off the Ravens win. Because I don't know about that Antonio Pierce nigga, whatever his name is. I don't like that coach. He scares me. He scares me, bro. But man, we almost do this, man. We almost do this. Let me see. The Raiders, yeah, they lost to Andy Dalton, dog. They did lose to the Panthers, man. They're scoring points though. They just can't stop a nosebleed, I guess. They lost to the Panthers. So what do I do with that, right? Like the Giants just beat the Browns. Okay, let's do this. Let's try and find some order with these four. The Giants just beat the Browns. Does that mean they're better than the Browns? No, that don't mean that. But that mean that for right now. The Panthers just beat the Raiders. So the Raiders can score. The Dandy Dalton fucked up everything, bro. I'm gonna be real. Look, bro. Look. Nobody got film on Andy Dalton anymore. Everybody burned all their film on Andy Dalton. That's how Andy Dalton was able to do the Raiders how he did them. No, I'm playing. I don't want to put the Panthers anywhere above any team. Like, that's how bad they have been. But, man, it might have just been Bryce Young's fault this whole time. And if that is the case, because the weapons are not that good, but Deontay Johnson and Xavier Legette, those are dudes who have physical gifts. They're not lacking physical gifts, right? Then they got a real number one corner. They got Mad Max, man. I think the Raiders, they have 3 elite football players, man. Maybe another one that I'm not thinking of. But they got 3 elite football players, man. And that is saying a lot, because I don't think a lot of other teams can say that, man. So I think I got to put the Raiders above the Browns. I can't put the Giants down. Yeah, it's funny how it ended up like that again. I got to do it like that. I just have to. Even though they lost to the Panthers, man. Bro, I'm going to be real, bro. I'm going to put the Panthers above the Browns. I'm going to be real. I'll put the Panthers above the Browns. I'll put the Panthers above the Browns. Yeah, I'll do that. And then, yeah, I'll do that. And then now, the AFC South. Patriots might move. No, they're not gonna move up. AFC South. Look, man, this is easily the worst division in football. I'm mad that I saved the worst for last. This is the worst division in football. Spoiler: these three teams are all F tier. These three are all F tier. Let's figure this Texans shit out. They just got embarrassed by the Vikings, but I got the Vikings in A tier, so I can't shit on them for that. They beat the Bears, who suck, and then they beat, who did they beat? Who was the other team they beat? They beat the Colts, who suck. So they beat two bad teams without just riding off a mare from last year. If we just looking at this year alone, I think the Texans have to be C tier. We just got to be real. They beat two horrible football organizations, let alone teams. Then they turn around and actually play a good team. Not only lose, they get embarrassed. That's scary. If you're a Texans fan, that's scary. The roster looks, I don't know what else these niggas need, bro. I'm not going to lie, man. The roster's good enough. CJ Stroud is not as good as people thought this season so far. Like, without saying he's bad, not saying he's bad, not saying he ain't a top 10. You know what I'm saying? I bought in on the CJ Stroud hype train as well, man. Without saying he's bad, he has not been balling. Just simple and plain. Hasn't been bad. Hasn't been balling. And like I said, they play two shit-stained franchises, man. So I think this area right here is kind of where I want them at. Do I think they could? I don't want to get too high on Washington, and I don't want to get too low on Houston. I think I'm gonna do that. They're healthy too. I think because Joe Mixon's alright. He ended up being alright. So I think I'm gonna lead him there. I don't know if Herbert playing next week. Is Herbert playing next week? If Justin Herbert playing next week, I'll put them below the Chargers. It looked like he might play. It looked like he might play. I mean, if he plays, right? I think the roster is just better in Houston. I think Houston's roster is just better. I'm just being real, bro. Gotta be real Chargers fans, man. The Texans roster is a little bit better. Who did y'all beat? Y'all beat the fuck out of the Panthers and y'all beat the Raiders. Like, those aren't even good wins either. I can't do that. I can't say their wins aren't good and y'all wins are just as fucking trash. Like, you're not going to do that. So I'm going to put the Texans, I'll put them at the top of C tier. I'm going to be real. I'll put them at the top of C tier. Properly evaluating what they've been. Because who was the other team the Seahawks beat? It was the Broncos and probably the Raiders. It seemed like every fucking team I done looked up beat the Raiders. And they only lost twice. All right? Like, damn. All right. Seahawks they beat the Patriots by a field goal. Jesus. I got them at last play. I might have them too low, I guess. They beat Skylar Thompson and then they beat Bo Nix. Like, I can't, in good faith, ignore that. That's not good. Roster, and I think the Texans have a better roster. I think their trenches are just so much better than the Seahawks'. All right, but yeah, the Texans right there. Titans, Jags, and Colts. How do you even order this ass? Let's be real first. First and foremost, these I think are probably the worst teams in football. I'm sorry. These are the worst teams in football. It sounds crazy that they ended up as the last three. They are probably the worst teams in football right now. I'm not. Well, let me see. Has the Jaguars? Let me see. Okay, the Jaguars got beat 47-10. We saw that just a couple days ago. Lost to the Browns, lost to the Dolphins. So the Jaguars ain't won a game this year. And these teams that they lost to the Browns, I got the Browns in the F tier. And they lost to the Dolphins, I got the Dolphins in the F tier. Titans lost to the Jets, the Packers, and the Bears. I got the Jets A tier, I got the Packers C tier, and I got the Bears F tier. So I mean, damn nigga, find a win. If y'all capable of winning the game, man, find a win. And then the Colts. Colts lost to the Packers. Colts lost to the Packers, man. They lost to the Texans and they beat the Bears. Okay. But even that Bears win, man. A win is a win. Okay. They beat the Bears, they lost to the Packers, and they lost to the Texans. The Colts gotta be above these because at one, they actually won a game. These two haven't even won a game yet. That's one. Two, their schedule has been tougher than right? Like they lost to the Packers. I mean, yeah, they lost to the Packers. I forgot already, bro. Jesus Christ. I lost to the Packers and the Texans. Right? Like the Texans, I got them C tier, I got the Packers C tier. Then they beat a F tier team. Like I said, just winning the game. They haven't lost to an F tier team, unlike the Titans and the Jags. Yeah. So I mean, cause that's the case, the Colts have to be above them. Anthony Richardson, I'm just getting it out there, bro. I gotta be real, man. That nigga sucks, bro. Hopefully he's better. I hope to God he's better. As it stands, that nigga's trash, and we just gonna leave it at that. Trevor Lawrence, I said that I've been thinking he was ass since I watched him play his first NFL game. He's been ass since day one in the NFL. Will Levis, he might be the worst quarterback in the league, so it's poetic that they're last place. Because I guess I have to talk about the Jaguars and the Titans, right? I like Brian Thomas. I said Brian Thomas reminded me of George Pickens, and I wanted him badly. Obviously, we couldn't get him, but whatever. The Titans, right? What is DeAndre Hopkins doing? My nigga D-Hop. D-Hop is 32 years old. Jesus. Okay, he's been doing nothing. He had one solid game, though, against the Packers. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan, man. I'm just not a fan of what I'm seeing out of the AFC South, man. Like, this might be one of the worst divisions I've ever seen. Even the Texans, like, what is going on? Whatever, man. I'm gonna end it there. So let's actually, in conclusion, and look at this and see if we want to reorder anything. Because the next week and moving forward will be way easier because now that I have everybody where they are, I'm really just going to be more shifting. And some teams might stay where they at as opposed to me having to actually give an explanation for every single one of this shit. So this is going to be the only one that's this long for the rest of the season, I hope. Maybe before, like maybe mid-season, I might just say wipe the whole board and then redo it all and then do that again for the playoffs. I might do it like that. But as it stands, all right. Team we got the Chiefs is the best team in the league, I guess. We got the Bills is number 2, Vikings 3, Steelers 4, Jets 5, Saints 6, Ravens 7, Niners 8, Bucks 9, Eagles 10. That Niners 8, 9. That fucked me up. All right. That's the time. That completely fucked me up. Jesus Christ. That's the top 10 though. Lions 11, Texans 12, Seahawks 13, Chargers 14, Cardinals 15. So this is the top 15. The cutoff is right here, I guess right now. This is top 15. Falcons 16, Redskins 17, Rams 18, Packers 19, Bengals 20, Cowboys 21, Broncos 22, Bears 23, Raiders 24, Giants 25, Panthers 26, Browns 27, Patriots 28, Colts, Jags, and whatever the fuck this team is again. It's 29, 30. Wait, what? Is that 32? I don't know. I miscounted somewhere up in there. I don't care. But yeah, those are the teams. Do I want to move anybody though? I like my Steelers more than the Vikings, but that's just me being a homer. So if I'm being real, like the Vikings have been putting up like 50 a game. I can't just discount that. And then they're shutting down good offenses. Hurt offenses, but good offenses. Can't Can't discount that. They beat these two teams. So, I mean, like, Steelers beat the fucking trash-ass Broncos. Where I got the Broncos at? Broncos, Chargers, and then who's the other team? The Falcons? So, yeah, those wins aren't that impressive. So, yeah. Then the Jets. The Ravens, man. That Raiders loss fucked up everything with the Ravens, man. That fucked up everything. But, yeah, I think this is cool. Can I say it? What does saving this mean? I guess download image. Did it do that? I don't know. Whatever, man. I'm not creating an account. But, yeah, I'm going to just leave it like this. Yikes. Okay, Thursday night game is the Cowboys-Giants. Thursday night football will never get good. It won't. I don't know what the NFL problem is with Thursday night football. Maybe in their mind, like, we're not going to give Thursday our best games because I don't know. If Thursday night football was even decent, it would be building anticipation for every weekend. Every great game is going to build anticipation heading into the weekend. But none of them games are good. They all suck. And this Cowboys-Giants game will be no different. But I'm going to watch it because I'm a drone. It is what it is, man. Yeah, this is the tier list right now. So you got Chiefs, Bills, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But anyways, this is the most perfect power ranking you will get. And I'm going to leave it at that.